Hello, and welcome to the channel. Welcome to EFR Season 1, Round 7 in Singapore. Rainy night we have here for us, for you viewers, and for all the drivers. Right now, 13 in the pit lane, just witnessing this rain happening. Today, Sandeep Maridu will drive for AlphaTauri as a reserve, and Sunshot will drive for Aston Martin as a reserve. We have Chocolade as a new Ferrari driver, and we can see already, I think Dante Adams is coming out of the pits to go on to his first out lap. So, yep, a rainy session we have for the quali. We can always expect quite a mixed bag of weather happening here in Singapore, being tropical and hot destination. It is one of the hottest and most sweating race for any driver in real life to do, but yeah, not for our drivers. I suppose everyone is sitting in their ACs and comfortable on their comfortable seats, but yeah, much to come out as we have two drivers out on the track right now. We have okay, already he's slipping, and Archit has been disqualified for blocking the pit lane. So that is unfortunate. He just was coming out and he has been disqualified. So, yep. Oh my god, struggling for any sort of traction here. Los Blancos in the Aston Martin. Let us see. What happened there with Archit is quite confusing for me. I think he lost some bit of traction and was handling his car out of the pits, but yeah, the game thought he's blocking the pit lane, and anything happening in the pit lane will straight away give you disqualification from the session, as he has been disqualified. So a rainy night and difficulty for people to maintain. It's not that there is much space you can go away from the track. There is no such space for you. There are walls all around you. It's a street circuit, and Sunshot is already out, I think. Okay, so Blancos is going back in the pits, and Sunshot is out of the quali. I don't know what happened, but yeah, he is already out. New driver here joined recently. Oh, I think something is happening in the background which is causing video to somehow. Okay, let me just check. Receiving. Okay, something is wrong with the stream today. Is it still buffering? Like, I think it is still. It's still choppy a bit, but no, it's correcting itself. I think, yeah. So yeah, Dante Adams is on track, and he's not DNF'd his car as he's done previously in the quali sessions quite early, but in the rain he's managing his car well, and coming out, this chicane goes into the wall. That won't help his efforts going into the final corner. So the Singapore layout has changed a bit. The old grandstands have been those set of turns have been removed. As I can see, Chocolate is also out of the session. He has somehow DNF'd, or it was his first quali session in the league, and he has DNF'd himself out. Satwik has invalidated his lap. So Dante Adams P1 and Sandeep already goes wide, but still I think under the valid limits of putting up a lap time here, goes to this hairpin. So the corners which has been removed will go together as we are on move with Sandeep Maridu. So after this right-hander, we used to get a set of turn which goes left, right, and then left again. But now there's a whole straight. Those corners have been taken away, which now goes straight to this chicane and on to the final corner. So yeah, no one has beaten the timing of Dante Adams. So quite a surprise for us. But yeah, the time has been beaten by quite a small margin. But yeah, beaten. The time now is beat for anyone is 148.566, and we'll be seeing many fast cars coming up. I think I need to send out an invite to Charlie. Yeah, he's supposed to join early, but let me see if I can see him in my list. He's not in my list, so yep. White who is very new in the list. So Steel Sneeze goes the fastest with the timing of 146.280. The track, I'm so sorry, the track might just improve as more and more people will go on and put their lap time in. Right now, Steel Sneeze in the Ferrari with the timing of 146.280 is sitting with the provisional pole. 10 minutes still to go. Prometheus has joined, and already I think he is out of the session as Rage Nail now enters into 145, so the timing of 145.148. Okay, so faster times are now being put on the sheet as Rage Nail and the Red Bull, our championship leader, now sitting on provisional pole. Los Blancos has, I think, lost a bit of traction and has taken the escape route and now somehow reversing his car back to the track. There is a car coming up behind him, which was, I think that was dangerous. What happened there, and nothing major. I think no collision or nothing happened there, but it was quite a close call for the Williams driver, as Blanco's giving space for more drivers to go through. So Dante Adams is out of the session. He might have just retired into the pits, I suppose. These conditions are gruesome for anyone. So, yep. Steel Sneeze also in the pit. Thornage. Okay, Thornage has put his car up to P3 with the timing of 146.3 in the Mercedes. So Mercedes in top 3 right now. That's a pleasing sight for any Mercedes fan out there. But yep, I think we can expect improvement from Slowy Red, from Satvik Reddy, from I think even from Sandeep Maridu, who is I think currently, no, he's not currently on a hot lap or a hot lap. So Slowy Red is on a hot lap, I suppose, and marginally improving in the middle sector now. To this sharp hairpin onto the straight, which usually have DRS on in the dry conditions, but it's a rain at night, no DRS on for the cars. So Dante Adams still maintaining that P7 after being disqualified, after being retired from the session, and Red going quite close to that wall, and now will cross the line and will go to P2. That is P2 for Slowy Red. He also enters into P145s, and yeah, that was some improvement. And Rage Nail is also improving already. So I think there's quite a space for improvement for other drivers also who are currently out on track. One of them being Steel Sneeze in the Ferrari. Rage Nail goes wide in the final corner. He was improving but carried too much speed, which ultimately ruined his lap and his attempt to go any faster than himself. So, yep, you have to try it again, my friend. Right now, let's see who else is on a hot lap. I think Prabhaldeep is on a hot lap right now. So many drivers still left with putting any time on the sheet. One of them being PSF1 Rhino coming after a sabbatical 2 weeks. And now we'll be racing here in Singapore. 6 minutes left in this quali session. Caution flag out in first sector. Multiple cars are slowed there. I think, okay. The Red Bull giving space to the faster cars. So Prabhaldeep on his hot lap, currently P8 with the timing of 148.595. Comes through the hairpins, slowly maintaining car on the track and applying accurate pressure on the throttle, because any less anymore might cause your car to spin away out of your control. And the walls are quite close, and ultimately a DNF for you. As now the Alpine driver, whose teammate has been missing for a while, but now he'll go across the line and he will improve to P5, and that is some improvement from the Alpine driver. Prabhaldeep improving, and behind improving is Steel's Knees, who has improved by a whole second in the first sector. So, yep, quite some improvement still happening. I think rain is not increasing on the track. It's raining in quite same manner. It's drizzling out there. So Satvik Reddy and Rhino still haven't posted any time. Prometheus was not able to post any time. I don't know what happened there, but yep. Steel Sneeze going through the final chicane, which will take him to the final left-hander onto the main straight, and the completion of his hot lap, his attempt to come out front, and that has proven to be, oh my god, a mighty improvement. That he entered into 143. So Rage Nail will surely be coming out, noticing that even Blancos has improved to P3. So quite improvement still happening on track for people. So I mean, yep, we can still see quite a shake-up happening up there in top 3, as Ferrari driver Steel Sneeze taking that pole away, provisional pole right now, away from Rage Nail. And Blancos in the Aston Martin has entered into the top 3. Rhino, I think, is on his first attempt. And let's see what timings he will be putting out on his first attempt, as he maintains his car under the lines and will go across the line, and fastest of anyone on the track right now. PSF and Rhino taking the pole, provisional pole, as Rage Nail comes out. right out in front to go out and attempt for the last time. So seems he's still attempting, I think, to go on and try another hot lap. But his fuel, I don't know if he's having enough fuel for this one. Shrey is also out there on the out lap. Shrey has joined the McLaren driver, so we now have 16 drivers joined in. And most of them on track, trying to improve. Some on their out lap. Blanco still in the pits. I don't think he is now having enough time to go out on a hot lap. So Season-1 has retired into the pits because I don't think so. He was, he was having any sort of time available to go out on another hot lap. So Rhino running up front and Rage Nail coming behind. So now it's race to the start finish line to start their lap and also not impede each other. So there is not much gap between these two, but now we'll see Rage Nail creating a gap between himself and Rhino. As Thorin will now begin his last attempt to come any closer to the top three, as to Jenith Lee, Prabal Deep also improving. So everyone is improving. And Satvik Reddy has improved to P3 right now. So Rage Nail and Rhino have a... So Rhino in the first sector, was that first sector timings? I'm not sure, but yep. Those are first sector timings. They haven't improved in the first sector. Who else is about to end their lap? Thornid has improved a lot. Jenith Lee hasn't improved and will not improve. Shrey is on his first attempt, so... And I think that will be his last attempt. Yep. I mean, yeah, obviously this will be his last attempt. Trying to manage his car on the track. As we'll see, I think there's still quite a bit gap between these drivers. Yeah, Satvik and Rhino quite close. Satvik has invalidated his lap, so he will move out of the way of Rage Nail. So Los Blancos and Sandeep Maridu, Steel Sneeze, these three have given their timing. No changes will come to their respective times. As do Slowy Red, who hasn't improved from the previous time. But let's see if Rhino is improving, as he will go cross the line, and he has improved to 142 and Satvik. And now Rage Nail will go across the line and will cross that threshold of 42 and will enter into 141 and will take that pole away from Rhino. So yep, we are already in for a great battle as Shrey puts his car to P3. So yep, quite a shake-up happening right there in the end. Prabal attempting to improve but not able to improve. I think Jenith Lee will not be able to improve any more. So yep, our top three are Rage Nail, Rhino and Shrey. Red Bull, Alfa Romeo and McLaren. Our top three. Then comes Ferrari of Steel Sneeze and the Haas of Satvik Reddy. Aston Martin of Los Blancos P6. P7 goes to Mercedes of Thornid. Yep. That is the end of our wet quali session here in Marina Bay, Singapore. Round 7 EFR Season 1. You're watching all of this right here live on my channel, that is Sachin Sin. So yep, 4 cars, not putting any times on the sheet, but yep, from where Dante Adam put in the first lap of 148, we ended up on 141 points, 666 by Rage Nail. Okay, so that was terminal damage for stun shot and terminal damage for chocolate, and also the terminal damage for Dante Adams. So yep, for the incidents, and now we will move on to our main event, that is race. 50% of a race distance we will be covering tonight. Right now it seems that the conditions are dry, but we won't be able to see any forecast as a spectator, but we will surely see what tire compound these drivers will be selecting up front. So yep, hard and mediums to go on at the beginning. We surely I'm sure that there will be a safety car coming out on this circuit nonetheless. So yep, strategy like always will play a crucial part.
Hello.
Yep. Hush. What is that?
Sid bro.
Yep, yep.
We have a three place grid penalty for Prometheus.
Yep.
How are you going to serve that?
Oh my. So we'll need to create the lobby again with the same grid.
We'll do that, right? And set him at the very back because he
Yeah.
couldn't set a time.
Yep, he didn't set any time, so he'll be going at the back.
All
And
right.
we'll have to I have the whole I mean the grid, so you can go on to create the lobby again. And you have you seen the forecast weather?
It was rain towards the end.
So yeah, keep it that way. And
Okay.
yep, let's do that.
All right. I'll take a screenshot.
I have it on stream also, so I'll guide you through that.
All right. All right. I'll be right back.
Yep. So, yep, this is what is happening right now. We'll be restarting this lobby, remaking this lobby as to make Prometheus serve the grid penalty, which is he's supposed to serve. So, we'll take a short break and come back, and then you'll be able to join in live through the action. So after a bit of bustle, we are back here, and we are back in Singapore. Obviously, where else we'll go? We are done with the whole grid setup and application of penalties where it was required, as Prometheus is serving a 3-place grid penalty today. So, yep, we are here. We are live. Streets of Marina Bay. And I'm not able to go back from the screen. Oh my god. This is wait a minute. I have to days have already begun. I'm so sorry guys, but my game has crashed at the very beginning. So yep, that is EA for us. I'm so sorry about this. God, I just started my race and my game crashed. This is just upsetting for the viewers, so I'm so sorry. But yep. We'll be joining in the action. I'm so sorry that we'll be missing the action up front on the first lap. But yep. Join in and join back again in the lobby. Waiting the invite. So I think we are back in, and yep, we are back into the race mode, and in the race, I'm so sorry. I have to be sorry on behalf of EA, always effing up the things for us. So I'll be surprised what has occurred in the first lap, and nothing much has occurred in the first 2 laps. No DNFs, and not much of a, there is a change of positions which has happened there on track, but as we can see, 7 position gained by Chocolate, and 5 position gained by Prometheus. 9 position has been lost by Los Blancos. So quite some action already which has happened on track. Regional still leading, and that is what is up on hard compound. Regional and Steel Sneed, Stray running on mediums, P3, P4, currently PSF and Rhino. So yep, that is what has happened till now. Not much of action happening at up front, but Chocolate, some mighty gain of positions now that the track is dry and up running, as Sandeep Maridu has made a move on Prabhaldeep, and there is some sort of contact which happened between Prometheus and Sandeep Maridu, or Prabhaldeep I suppose, which has somehow led to Sandeep Maridu losing so many positions. Regional putting up the fastest lap on the sheets for now. Chocolate is now chasing the horse of Satvik Reddy. Dante Adam taking that position from Prometheus. Prometheus jumping into the pits. I think that was not a safe entry into the pits, but yep, that has happened here. And now Archit is on the back of Stunshot, who is cruising in his Aston Martin, who goes wide, and simply Archit will take that inside line and comfortably take that position away from Stunshot. And now Stunshot comes back, goes wide into the wall, comes back on the track. That was some dangerous action happening right there on the streets of Singapore. So Stunshot, I don't know what he was attempting there, missing the braking altogether. So up front, Chocolate still chasing Satvik Reddy. So yep, Steel's knees not closing much up on Rage Nail. Rage Nail still comfortably leading this race, both on hard compounds, and behind him, both I think this is Shrey on mediums and then Slowy Red on mediums. So there is a train forming behind Shrey now, a DRS train of sort, which is carrying Chocolate and Satvik, I think Slowy Red and Chocolate. So Shrey is being chased by a couple of cars here, and Chocolate has somehow dropped back. No, Chocolate was overtaken Satvik Reddy already, and now moved up to P6 as caution flag out in the final sector. So there is not much space for your errors to happen on the track, and then your chance of being surviving on the track. Quite fine margins we are playing here with, as now we move on to the next DRS zone after this hairpin, but Rhino getting a tap from the back by Slowy Red, which will help Chocolate to take that position away from Rhino, and Slowy Red, with the help of DRS, will maintain that position of P4 away. But all of this has helped Shrey to get away from this fight. That was unfortunate for Rhino, as Archit will now try to dive in on the inside, but oh yeah, he does dive in on the inside as Dante Adams goes deep into the corner. So yep, Archit moving on to P10. Up ahead, Chocolate moving close up to Slowy Red, and Chocolate now receiving 3-second time penalty. Okay, so this is something we'll have to keep a notice to, that yep, there are chances of you going out of the track limits and not even realizing when you have gone, because the lines are quite finely maintained here on the street circuit. So yep, time penalties, we'll be noticing many of them happening throughout this race. 31 laps. We are on lap 5. Steel still maintaining that gap of nearly around 5/10. And now with the help of he has moved up front. Rage Nail, I think, missed on the exit there, which has given Steel Sneeze a chance to go up and ahead. I don't know what really happened there, but yep, lead now is with the Ferrari driver, Steel Sneeze, and the other Ferrari driver chasing Slowy Red, who is currently P4. Moving on to the main straight. Again getting the DRS, I think. Yep, Ferrari driver getting the DRS of the Williams, but bit far away to make any sort of move. Apart from this, not much of action happening at the back. Everyone maintaining their positions right now. So now Rage Nail will have to chase Steel Sneeze, who's running on both running on hard compound, so not much of a competition on the basis of their tire compounds. But yeah, he is out of that 1 second margin for any sort of DRS detection. Yep, going through this hairpin, he will not be having that DRS, but Chocolate will be having that DRS on Slowy Red as we go through this hairpin. Behind, Rhino making trying to make up for that incident which happened previously. Slowy Red going into the back of Alfa Romeo of PSF and Rhino. So Rage Rail now coming up close to the Ferrari with the help of DRS, but still far away from making any sort of move. And just to imagine how fast they are going through these narrow sections on the street circuit, as dangerous as it is, it's also thrilling to watch. As at the back, Prometheus and Sunshot are exchanging positions. I don't know what has. Oh, Sunshot is missing his front wing. So I think he'll have to go inside the pits. But no, he is not going into the pits. He will drive with that car, as Archit has now made the move on Prabhaldeep. Again, I suppose Archit has already made a move on Prabhaldeep earlier, but yep. Up front, Slowy Red now getting closer to Shrey, who both running on medium compound. And Rhino has also closed up on Chocolate, so yep. Fight for P3 is on. Right now it's between Slowy Red and Shrey. And up front, Rage Nail will again have DRS and will again look up on the inside to make any move, but not making any move. But let's see if Slowy Red is trying to go in the inside. There was no space for him to go, but he was attempting something, but that didn't really happen. And now the Ferrari driver is coming right behind him, and through this DRS section, we go with a DRS train being formed here behind Shrey. Shrey running on old mediums, 8-lap old medium tires. Struggling, I think, right now. He's not being able to keep up the pace with the front runners, as there is already a gap of 3.5 seconds from P2 to P3. But behind him, yep, a train. Now going through this hairpin now again. A DRS train has formed behind Shrey. Shrey, I mean, he is currently safe, but for how long? That is the question. As all of the drivers managing to drive behind each other quite safely till now. But it's just a matter of a single miss of a braking point and one car bashing into each other one and creating chaos on the track as we go again. Now Slowy Red coming alongside and will take that inside line and will take that P3 away from Shrey and move on to... Oh, there's a slow car of Stun Shot, I suppose, who is being lapped by all of these cars at once. So, yep, Slowy Red has taken that position away. And now Chocolate is coming behind him. So do Rhino in the Alfa Romeo, trying to make that move on the inside, but stays behind for now. Don't want to get into another incident and lose any sort of position right now. We are still quite a few laps away from first pit stop happening, and amazingly 9 laps have gone and no safety car. So yep, good standards or too cautious, I don't know, but yeah, good stuff going on all around from all the drivers, as now Rhino is trying to sneak in on the outside on this turn. I don't think so a move is possible on the outside, but yep, these drivers will try everything to gain anything on the track, and we are witnessing an again somehow Shrey creating a train behind him. So Shrey is struggling clearly, as Ryder goes pretty wide on that first last corner. Coming back again behind Chocolate. Chocolate closing in, and maybe a tap on back of Shrey. Shrey losing multiple positions there. Well, I'm not sure that there was tap, but seemed like that, or maybe Shrey lost a bit of traction. Now Rhino going on the inside, will try to make that move, stick on the inside. No, quite safely maneuvered around, and Chocolate P4 and Rhino still P5. As I can see in the back, Blancos is closing up on Dante Adams. Dante Adams currently running P11. Los Blancos lost quite a few positions at the beginning of the race, and now Blancos trying to make a move on the inside the next turn, but no, he didn't to go on the inside. He didn't make any move at all, as we have sector 3 yellow flag for Sandeep Marid, who is struggling on the track somehow today, and soon will be lapped by our front runners, as Rhino is still chasing Chocolate, who is defending with all his might, and he's out of his ERS also. Rage Nail has taken that lead away from Steel Sneeze, and behind Blancos has made a move, and Dante Adams is into the walls, I suppose, as multiple positions have been lost by him. Blancos has moved up to P11, and Janet Lee has moved up to P12. No points, but yeah, still you are allowed to fight for any position you want. Now again with the help of DRS, this time Rhino will make that move, stick on the inside, and will take that P4 away from Chocolate after chasing him for quite a few laps. He has taken that position away. So our order now is Rage Nail P1, Steel Sneeze P2, P3 Slowy Red, and P4 Rhino. Oh mine, oh mine, he's going so close to the wall there. For once I thought he might just bang into the wall there, as Blancos is now closing up on Janet Lee, and he also was going into the wall, but stopped stopped the space there for a while to avoid any sort of collision with the ball. Dante Adams has now made a move on Blancos, and virtual safety car is out in sight of that, as Blancos is missing his front wing. That might just be the reason for the VSC to come out, and also missing front wing is Prometheus, and Stunshot has taken a new front wing already. So, yep, a couple of cars. Archit has moved into the pits. First one to go into the pits, medium runner. Jumping into the pits and will be switching on to hard compound, which will take him to the end of the race. Prabhaldeep also jumping into the pits. Also coming into the pits is Janet Lee, Dante Adams. None of the front runners thinking of coming into the pits. I think most of them are running on hard compound. So, yep. VSC a good opportunity to save time on the pit. And that is done by Archit, who still comes out points on board. The current position and the pit also done. Hornet running on old mediums. So, yep, the gap is quite huge right now. But, yep, let's see. As we are still under VSC. And VSC, yep, it is VSC still. And Steel's knees are jumped into the pits. Okay. He's running on hards, and Slowy Red on the mediums has come into the pits. Slow. So, yes, okay. The hard. I'm not getting why these hard runners are coming into the pits for mediums right away. Are they so sure that their mediums will go for so long? As Sandeep Maridu has received 5-second time penalty for crossing the white line at the pit lane entry, I suppose, or exit, and yep, that will not help him in any sort. So, yep, Prometheus has switched on to new wing and fresher set of tires. So, Rhino has moved on to P4 on fresh set of mediums. Shrey still running on old mediums, I suppose. No, Shrey is now on hard. So, yep, the only one who has not pitted is our race leader, Rage Nail, running on old hards. I think those are still capable of running for the next 4 to 5 laps. I don't see any issues with the any loss of grip. But that is just me sitting and spectating and commenting. The one who is driving is the most knowledgeable person about the grip on track and how the car is feeling. As a full safety car has come out, okay. I don't see the reason of it, but yep, full safety car has come out. After 13, like 12 laps, it has happened, but eventually it has happened, and yep, here we are under the safety cars. So we have moved on to lap 14 and still under the safety car. So I'm just glad that only one safety car has come out yet. We are almost done with the half of the distance. So for the ones who have switched to medium tires and just came out of the pits behind the safety car, I think the safety car might just help with tire deg And we might see Rage Nail losing on his lead. So because he hasn't pitted, and now I think his mind must be running through the thought of when now should I pit, and how much of a distance I can create at the restart. There is still quite a bunch of cars remaining to get behind this whole bunch, as everyone is safely maintaining that gap behind each other. I don't want anyone to, you know, bash into each other during a safety car. That is the most unfortunate incident which can happen, and which is most easily avoidable also, in my opinion. But still, race after race, we tend to see people going into each other during safety car. Lap 15 and still safety car. So now the pack has bunched up. Los Blancos. Yup. That is what I was talking about. People receiving time penalties for any collision happening during the safety car. And it has happened. I think now the safety car might just go into the pits. But the question still remains when Rage Nail will go into the pits. He's still out there on the track. Old hard rubber on his Red Bull. Everyone behind him on fresher set of tire. Now this part of racing, I must tell you, it's quite boring to see these powerful cars going slow around a circuit. I mean, yeah, it is just not attractive to watch. Safety car in this lap. We'll get out of the boredom and we'll move on to some action. Back again, our safety car will jump back into the pits, and Rage Nail will lead this pack back to the racing speed. Taking all his sweet time to heat up his tire in the last sector. Okay, backing up the whole grid behind him. Everyone is slowly. Okay, there are some collisions happening at the back between Shrey and Chocolate. Something has happened, but now I think Rage Nail will take off, and so will everyone behind him. But quite a gap has been formed already between him and P2. But behind, I can see quite some action happening as people are hustling and bustling for any sort of position. Thornid and Satvik Reddy coming close, and also coming close is Satvik Reddy to Chocolate. And now Chocolate has taken out and is taking away. Okay, he just took this Haas away with him, and Rhino has received time penalty for a collision, and safety car is back out again. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is something which will tell me in the post-race reports of what has occurred there after the restart. Thornid has gained quite some positions. Chocolate has lost some position, and the one who has lost quite a few is Satvik Reddy and Shrey, who are at the back now, and Satvik missing his front wing, his car's front wing altogether. So yep, safety car back out again, and I think now Reginald will surely jump into the pits to switch on to different compound. Who was at fault there? I don't know. There were lapped cars also tangling in between these cars, attempting to gain any sort of position at the beginning of the restart of the safety car. And now Reginald will dive into the pits. Surely switching on to the medium compound. Steel Knees will take the lead of the race for now. And let's see where Reginald will end up coming out. So less time will be taken in the pits during a safety car. So still quite a lot of positions for him. He's coming out behind Jeneth Lee, and he will exit even behind Prometheus, and yep, he will come out P10 eventually. So quite a shuffle in the order happening. Now there will be a huge task on him. To get back to prime position, that is P1. He is currently P10. So yep, lot of action coming in after this safety car period. Right now, Steel Sneeze leading away from Slowy Red and Rhino P3 with the time penalty, and P4 Hornet in the Mercedes. We were not even able to go through the first sector, and another safety car just came out. So, yep, I think that chain of event has begun. That safety car will come out more and more now. I suppose we'll see another safety car soon. I don't want that, but yeah, sort of inevitable with people trying to gain any sort of position at the restart. Will move on to lap 18 and will still remain behind the safety car. Which position happening at the back between Shrey and Satvik Reddy, as Shrey is jumping back into the pits. I don't know for what, but yep, he's back into the pits and he's back to get a new wing and a hard compound onto his car. So, okay, what is happening here? I don't know. At the back, quite a bit of shuffle was happening for the positions, but yeah, these are lapped cars. Chocolate and Reginald are somehow fighting. I don't know why Chocolate is trying to go alongside during the safety car period. You're not allowed to go alongside anymore during the safety car. You have to stay behind in a pack, in a line behind each other during the whole safety car procedure until the green flag is out. Not doing that will surely incur a penalty. Now safety car will be in this lap. Cars will start weaving around on the track to gain heat into the tire compound. Steel Sneeze and the Ferrari will lead this time. ERS fully charged, ready to go on attack, but not right now. Will take his sweet time. Quite a view. I mean, to see everyone lining up for the restart. As I think Steel Sneeze has taken off. And yep, coming on to the last corner, he has taken off, and Slowly Red is far behind, I must say, 7, 8, 10th, but not far behind is PSF and Rhino. And at the back, I think Chocolate is coming closer to Rage Nail onto the first set of turns. And yep. Satvik Reddy, 5-second time penalty for ignoring yellow flags. I don't know what happened there, but up front, Rhino has taken that position away from Slowy Red and moved on to P2. And back, Prometheus and Dante Adams are fighting. That is Chocolate and Rage Nail fighting for position. And Chocolate has taken P10 away from Rage Nail. Rage Nail, who was leading, is now running out of points. So that is new. Chocolate, our new driver in the lineup for the Ferrari. So one Ferrari P1, the other one P10 right now. Going through the hairpin, keeping cars up close but away from each other. As now Rage Nail is coming back, I think, to attack on the inside, but nope, Chocolate still maintaining that position away from him. Rage Nail must be furious that after that restart he has lost a position and now is out of the points. Team Sneeze comfortably leading with the fastest lap of the race right now. And a VSC has come out. I think that has come out because of stun shot. Might have just gone to the wall somewhere, I suppose. Or what, I don't know. But yep, he is slowing down. And also slowing down is Sandeep Maradu, who has retired into the pits. And yeah, that might just be the reason for the VSC to come out. This won't help the efforts of anyone who are trying to, create any gap from the car behind them. My money is on the Ferrari, the Hangman. Hello, Hangman. Okay, Archit receiving a drive-through penalty during the safety car as he sped his car. Oh my god, that is unfortunate. My man Hangman, if you are a well, why not join me in the com box? We are still there left with 10 laps to go. So if you want to join me in the com box, you can for sure join me in. So Archit will lose his position as he will be serving that drive-through penalty soon. Now Janeth Lee closing up on Trouble Deep. Let me just check if I can. So Janeth Lee is Dante Adams has made a move on Janeth Lee out of somewhere, somehow, and now Dante Adams has moved on to P7. So yep, Dante Adams first time for the McLaren is into the points and running P7 right now. He has a penalty on board and 3 cars going alongside on the onto the third turn, I suppose that was. And now Chocolate banging into the back of Prometheus, trying to gain any sort of position. Now with the help of DRS, Prometheus trying to close in that gap. But Chocolate and Rage Nail will fight up for the next corner, and Chocolate going on the inside of Rage Nail, gaining 2 positions. And now we'll move on to P8 and Prometheus losing on 2 positions. Dante Adams meanwhile has received another time penalty. or going off the track, I suppose. So there was some sort of contact between Chocolate and Prometheus. Obviously, if there will be any sort of report, we'll see that after the race. But yep, Dante Adams now closing up on Prabhaldeep. And Rage Nail closing up on Chocolate. Satvik has made a move on Prometheus, but Prometheus is trying to come back. Prometheus somehow losing all of his focus, all of his track positions away after that one clash with the Ferrari. Oh, and he is spinning away, and okay, he was lagging or spinning away. I don't know what happened there, but Archit going into the pits and Rage Nail making that move on the inside, and okay, will push away the Ferrari off the track, and as now it's okay as he bangs into the back of the Ferrari and receives a time penalty also, and now is overtaking under safety car. I'm not sure what has happened there, but yep, Chocolate first had a collision with the Red Bull and then took that position under the safety car. Well, I don't know. I don't know what occurred there. We'll have to wait for any sort of post-race report, or we'll have to wait after the race if any review of these incidents will happen. So safety car has come out. We are on to lap 22. Steele still leading the race. And Hangman, if you are around, if you're hanging around, why not join the General's channel? I'll drag you down to the com box here. Okay, so Steel Sneeze and Slowy Red has come into the pits. Okay, that is some move from Steel Sneeze to, you know, let that lead go away, and Steel Sneeze has come out on fresh mediums, I suppose. But okay, might just be the right decision, and that decision has made Rhino to move up to P1 and Prabhaldeep P2, P3 Rage Nail again moving up top in the order. Behind him, Satvik Reddy, Shrey, Steel Sneeze, Slowy Red, Los Blancos, Thorned Prometheus and Chocolate coming out of the pits on fresh, soft tire and trying to already overtake a car. I don't know why he's trying that, but driving quite close to the McLaren up front. He's out on soft compound. We are left with 8 laps to go, and he is okay. He's driving. He's trying to drive alongside. So all of this has helped Rage Nail to gain back positions which were lost during the previous safety car. And Steel Sneeze, who was leading the race, is now running P6. Shrey has done 3 stops, so yeah, 1, 2 and 3 stops. So Chocolate receiving a 5-second time penalty for a severe collision with Dante Adams. He was closing up on him. I don't know why he was doing that. And in doing that, he has received a 5-second time penalty. Going through the penalty, 5 seconds for Rhino, 5 seconds for Satvik Reddy, 6 seconds for Dante Adams, and 11 seconds for Chocolate. First race, and quite a few penalties you have collected, my man. We are on to lap 24 of this Singapore GP. I expect the safety car to go inside on this lap. Archit Sunshot is still, he's still lapped and running dead last. Archit is now coming back. He's currently P14 and will be the last one to join in this pack. So on the basis of the past races, we know Prabhaldeep is not as fast as Rajnil or Rhino. So Rhino might just have the opportunity to create that gap away from Rajnil, because I know once Rajnil will have that clear air away from Prabhaldeep, he will surely be trying to get that lead. And now the safety car will go in this lap. Safety car will go in this lap. Rhino this time is our new race leader, who will be leading the pace and leading the pack of cars at the restart. So Rhino is running on old mediums, Prabhaldeep also on old compound. And now Rhino has taken off, and there's a huge gap between him and Prabhaldeep, which will obviously make Rajnil worrisome, but Rajnil will surely try to make that move on the inside to the first corner, and he will throw Prabhaldeep away, which will cause a collision at the back, and collisions are happening at the back as multiple cars are trying to make overtake happens, as Slowy Red will make that move on Shrey on the inside, and Steel Sneeze will make that move on the inside on Satvik Reddy, my bad. Quite some action happening, as now again Rajil trying to go on the inside. He rightfully gave that position back to Prabhaldeep, as Prabhaldeep was sort of pushed away. But now on the inside, Rage Nail will take P2 away from Prabhaldeep. And Dante Adams has now lost all of his positions and has gone into the walls, as Chocolate, and as do Jenith Lee. Thornid losing a bit of grip there at the back. Okay, what has happened at the back, I don't know, but yep, multiple collisions happening there, as Slowy Red will now try to make a move on Prometheus, and oh my god, that was a severe collision between Slowy Red and Prabhaldeep, causing Prabhaldeep to go out of this race. I don't know if that was a tad bit late move from Prabhaldeep, or was that Chloe Red's fault. We'll have to wait for the end of the race to see anything, as now Blancos will have to fight with Prometheus for the position, as Prometheus has taken that position away from Blancos. Prometheus moving up to P6 now. Dante Adams has left the session, and Chocolate receiving another 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. So Rhino has created quite a much gap between him and Rage Nail. Steel Sneeze is closing up on Rage Nail now. So yep, we witnessed quite a bit action after this safety car restart. We have lost a couple of cars through all of that, and now Steel Knee is trying to close up on Rage Nails. Steel Knee is running on fresh compound, medium compound, and Rage Nail on older mediums. Prometheus now closing up on Satvik Reddy. Prometheus is running on soft compound, whereas Satvik Reddy is on medium compound. So yeah, DRS is now being enabled, and quite a mixed bag of tire compounds running throughout the grid. Rage Nail putting up the fastest lap out of everyone, as now Prometheus will try to make that move on the inside, as we'll now go onto the first turn, and Prometheus will take that position away from Satvik Reddy and move up to P5. Williams running P4 and P5 now. Great move, great stuff from Prometheus, safely making that move happen for himself. And now Satvik Reddy will have DRS on, but quite a bit gap now between him and the car up front. Satvik Reddy receiving another time penalty. That will not help his cause, as he is running P6 but will move down the order if the gap remains as it is. So our race leader on track is Rhino, but I think by the end of this race that will change for sure, as Rage Nail is closing up on him, and Steel Knee is also trying to close up on Rage Nail. Archit Reddy and Satvik Reddy swapping up the positions. I think Satvik Reddy should not fight with Archit. Archit is running with 0 penalties with him and have a better chance to catch up to Prometheus. If any of my viewers, you are new to the channel, welcome to the channel, welcome to our league. This is Elite Formula Racing Season 1. We are in round 7 in Singapore, lap 28 out of 31. We have lost 3 of the drivers. If you are new, do leave a like. Satvik Reddy has retired into the pits. I think he thought it's a lost cause or sort, and he has dived into the pits and retired out of the race. So yep, if you are new to the channel, do subscribe, do like, and we are here every Friday till our last race in the Yas Marina. Chocolate putting up the fastest lap, running P10 with the 11-second time penalty. Rage Nail closing up on Rhino. Bad day for Satvik Reddy in the hearts today. I think even Slowy Red is under 5 seconds. Let's see if he is. He is under 5 seconds from Rhino. If the gap remains like this, he will be out of podium places also. So yep, quite a task in hand for him. Yep. Rage Nail now will be much closer with the help of DRS, and also having DRS. No, not having DRS. I thought Steel Sneeze is having DRS on Rage Nail, but Rage Nail is safely away from that DRS detection zone. Rage Nail will surely love to have that position on track, that lead on track. He was running P10 at once and now running virtually P1. And soon on track he will be P1. Now I think Steel Teeth will be having DRS and a DRS train will form behind Rhino. Reginald trying to make any sort of move there, but maintaining his car behind, not to take any sort of risk. At this stage, at this point of the race, he's comfortably, not comfortably, but he is currently P1 virtually. Now going on to the last corner, getting good exit. Reginald right behind Rhino. Will try to make that move on the inside. No, not this time. So caution flag out in the second sector for I think again for Stunt Shot, who is reversing onto the track. As now Reginald will surely be trying to make that move on the inside and will stick his car on the inside, but Rhino will maintain that position and Steel Sneeze will be having a sort of advantage and will get much more closer to the car up ahead. And Archit making a move on Prometheus and moving on to P5. So now Archit is splitting those Williams. Up front, Steel Sneeze still behind Reginald and Reginald still behind Rhino, as we'll move on to another DRS zone. Another DRS train, as Sunshot was backing out there, I suppose. All of the ERS has been utilized by Reginald. So Rhino is not fighting for anything here, I think. And now still no switch off position happening up front. Going through the final corner. Again Reginald this time. Rhino has DNF'd out of the race. I don't know what has happened, and Stunt Shot has received a time penalty as Steel Sneeze has taken the lead, and Slowy Red is now running with the DRS. I don't know what happened with Charlie there. My God, I know he was not going to end up in the podium places, but a DNF nonetheless was not expected. I don't know what happened on the last corner there, but yep. Ferrari leading the race. Hangman's money was on Ferrari, and Ferrari is leading the race. P2 is Slowy Red, P3 Reginald, and P4 is Haas of Archit. So last DRS detection zone, last attempt will be coming out of Slowy Red to make any sort of move for the lead. We are on to the last lap, and nothing, no move occurring there on this DRS straight. So I think the order will remain as it is. If Steel Sneeze will manage to go cautiously through this chicane and on to the last corner, as Slowy Red somehow losing traction onto this, out of this chicane. And now our race winner, Steel Sneeze in the Ferrari, taking that win for the Ferrari here in Singapore, Marina Bay. Slowy Red coming P2, Reginald coming up P3, Archit will finish his race P4 for the Haas, and behind him will come Prometheus P5. Blancos will come up and finish his race E6. Still taking the last corner, and now, yep, finally coming E6. We're still awaiting quite a few drivers to finish up their race. But yep, our winner, Ferrari of Steel Sneeze. Second race win for him in the EFR, in this EFR league. First one coming up in Monza, and now coming up on this street circuit and the streets of Singapore. Ferrari, the prancing horse, winning. So Hangman, quite good bet you placed earlier on the Ferrari, and driver of the day, Archit, coming and making up quite a lot of positions in the end. Oh, one heck of a race. One heck of a race. But our winner, Ferrari of Steel Sneeze, P2 Slowy Red, and P3 Rage Neil of Red Bull. Another happy night for Ferrari. I'm missing out an LPD. Night race this time. So yep. Happy weekend, happy day, happy night for this Ferrari driver, for the Ferrari fans. And here we are now with our final order. Steel Sneeze, our winner today, P2 Slowy Red, P3 goes to Rage Nail, P4 Haas of Arshit, P5 Prometheus, P6 Blancos and Aston Martin, Thornid, the Mercedes P7, Shrey P8 in McLaren, P9 to Chocolate in Ferrari, P10 Janet Lee. Then Rhino, I don't know what happened with him, and none of other drivers finishing up the race, and quite a few switch off tires happening there. And here we are with a massive list of incidents which has happened on track. And yep, we can see on the lap 30 a collision between Rage Nail and Rhino. We don't know if that made Rhino messing up his race, but yep, that is up. That is what is we we were having for you tonight. We will end this weekend, this night in Singapore, with Ferrari winning it out again. Next time we'll see you, I think we'll see you in Japan, Suzuka Circuit, Suzuka International Racing Course, 22nd September, Friday night, 9 p.m. We'll be back again and racing. So till then, use and do join us back. Take care. Good night.